Hi guys, alexkerrmortgage chain here. I'm a qualified mortgage broker and welcome to the first in the series of 2 Minute Tuesday. Basically, I have 2 minutes to talk to you about various subjects. Today we're going to look at shared ownership and I'm going to provide as many tips as I can in 2 minutes. Let's start the clock. So tip number 1 is you only own a percentage, okay? You can buy a share starting at 25%, it rises typically 40, 50, sometimes 70%, okay? It is a benefit because you only need to put down the 5% deposit of the share. So if you're buying a 25% share, well, that's a quarter of the normal deposit if you were buying the full share. Tip number 2. You must find out if there are service charge and ground rents to pay, okay? Vital, you must find out what these figures are. You'll also have a rent to pay for the remaining share. Make sure you do that from the Housing Association up front. Double check if you're allowed something called staircasing. If you buy a 25% or a 50% share, you should be allowed to buy a bigger share later on down the line. It's very rare that housing associations will not let you do that now, but there are some still out there. Double check. You don't want to be locked into the property without the option to buy a share later on. Shared ownership are fantastic stepping stones, okay? If your affordability doesn't quite fit to buy a property outright, get a shared ownership property at 25%, okay? The overall cost, monthly cost, when you're buying 25% and paying the rent and the ground rent and the service charge is normally cheaper than if you were buying the same type of property outright. And this is the best one. You can buy a new build property on a shared ownership scheme and it can be a flat or a house. You can still borrow up to 95% for that share. If it wasn't shared ownership, on new build you have restrictions, especially flats. You can normally only borrow up to 85%. So shared ownership scheme with new builds is a real advantage. That's my 2-minute timer and it literally scared the life out of me. I might turn that down a little bit next time. Anyway, hope you found this video useful. Alright, if you are thinking about buying a shared ownership property, please do get in touch and I will hook up a downloadable PDF of shared ownership must know tips. It has everything listed out we've just spoken about, and be sure to double check before you buy your shared ownership property. Good luck. We are obliged to tell you that your home may be repossessed if you do not keep up repayments on your mortgage. We'll see you in the next video. Real